Hi beautiful black women, my name is Abby. In this video, we're talking about the desperation epidemic amongst black women and why so many are willing to embarrass themselves, risk their safety, and completely lose common sense, all for the tiniest bit of male attention, especially when it comes from a black man. There's a viral story going around TikTok that perfectly shows what I'm talking about. A woman flew out to Miami to see a man that she met somewhere off the internet, and what happened next, in my opinion, is incredibly embarrassing. It's the perfect example of what happens when you are so desperate to be chosen that you completely abandon logic, self-respect, and financial preparedness just to get access to a man who doesn't even look like he has money. Now, before I show you the TikTok clips, let me just say this. Black women, you have to stop letting these men finesse you so easily. Okay, this girl got on a plane, went out of state, didn't book her own hotel, she didn't even have a round trip ticket, didn't have her own money, and still had the nerve to walk into a luxury restaurant and order $600 caviar. And she did this for a man she's never even met in person, a man who looks broke, a man who clearly couldn't cover $1,000 dinner tab. I'm sorry, but in my opinion, this is what being desperate looks like. Not dating, not luxury, not feminine energy, just raw, unfiltered thirst. You're flying out to a man's apartment with no exit plan and ordering food that you can't afford? That is so stupid to me. And to make it worse, she actually had the nerve to bring up Shira 7 in her defense. Like Shira 7 would ever co-sign something this chaotic. Okay, Shira 7, if you have ever listened to her, Shira 7 has always said if you are trying to get money from a man, if you want to be spoiled, if you want to be taken care of, if you want to be pampered, then you need to date old, ugly, financially established men.
Get you an old man. They'll pay. Okay. Don't date your own age. Go get your old one. They'll pay. They got to save up all them years going Dutch. They should have it now.
Not young, broke TikTok clowns. Okay, Shira never told y'all to link up with a man your own age who looks dusty and broke and hope for a luxury outcome. Shira said target men who are unattractive, older, and most importantly, men who can afford to spoil you. What this girl did, it goes against every single piece of game that Shira 7 has ever given. So bringing up her name like she would approve it, Shira 7 would be disgusted. Anyway, I'm going to show you both parts of this story so you guys can see exactly how this whole mess went down. Here's the clips and then we'll come back.
Story time on how this guy, OV Mikey, this guy right here, flew me to Miami just to leave me with $1,000 bill at this restaurant. And then he ditched me and I was staying over his house, so I had nowhere to go. And I was stranded. So me and this guy met off TikTok years ago. Like, we've been just cool off TikTok. You know, we would FaceTime each other or whatever, flirt with each other and all that good shit. And I always would be like, when am I gonna see you? When am I gonna see you? When am I gonna see you? So literally last month, I decided to go see him, and he decided that he wanted to see me. And he was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm gonna make sure you got your plane ticket. I'm gonna get everything together, and you could just stay at my house, and we can just go on dates. And I'm like, okay, cool, bet. Just to give y'all some evidence, this is us on FaceTime. So we've known each other for years. Right now, he has locks. So this is old. So, you know, like, I thought we were locked in. But anyways, so I got to the airport, you know, I'm in Miami. He comes to pick me up. Everything's cool. Like, he's happy to see me. I'm happy to see him. And we go to his house, you know. We chilled and all that good stuff. He fooled the fuck out of me because everything was good. Like, I damn near thought this man was in love with me. Like, we were vibing, we were cuddling and all that. Like, I was very comfortable. And we had went to a couple places just to, like, get me used to Miami, because he was like, oh, well, if we become serious, like, I want you to move in with me. Like, I want you to live with me. So I'm like, okay. He was taking me to meet his friends. Like, I was around his homeboys. I'm like, you know, like, he really likes me. Like, this is lit, because over the phone, like, we knew we liked each other, but we didn't know how much we would like each other in person, because of course it's our first time meeting, and we've been kind of doing like this long distance flirting for a couple years now. So I don't know how it's gonna be, but over the phone we was cool. He would say, my wife is my future wife, and I'm just over here cheesing, kiki. So I only stayed in Miami for 2 days because I have a kid and I'm not gonna be away from my kid that long. But on the second day, he was like dressed up really nice. I'm finna take you out to a nice restaurant. So I'm like, okay, cool, bet. So I'm about to show you the restaurant. So this is the restaurant called Gazelle Miami. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Like, the food was amazing. So I'm not gonna lie, the prices at the restaurant was a little pricey, but the nigga said he had money. He so-called got money, so he was like, get whatever you want, eat whatever you want, do whatever you want. So guess what the fuck I did? Got whatever the fuck I wanted. So this is the menu. I had got the Antonio, how did I say that? Antonio Siberian 5-star caviar, the 4-ounce, which is $600. So I'm doing my big one. Like, I'm like, okay, well, he got money, so I'm gonna get whatever I want. And then he got something off of the finer things menu as well. So everything with gratuity wound up coming up to almost $1,000. It was like 900 and something. I don't remember. I should have took a picture of the receipt, but I didn't, like a dumbass. So everything's going good. Like, we still talking. We got our food. We eating. And then, like, the more and more we was talking, he just started getting quiet. We're super quiet. And I'm like, are you good? Like, are you fine? Like, I'm just trying to, like, make the mood a little more comfortable because it started to get real awkward and uncomfortable. And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm straight. He said it just like that. I'm straight. And I'm like... And meanwhile, he kept looking at his phone. So I'm like, okay, did one of his brothers piss him off? Like, what's up? So next thing I know, he's like, oh, I had to go to the bathroom real quick. Mind you, we basically done eating for real. So I'm like, okay, cool. Part 2 in the next video. I'm tired. Part 2 of how he flew me to Miami left me stranded with a $1,000 bill. So after he goes to the bathroom, I'm just chilling. Like, I'm still vibing out. I'm thinking everything's cool. Like, I'm like, maybe he just has to go shit or something. That's why he was, like, acting like an ass. 2 minutes go by. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna give it to 4 minutes. 4 minutes go by. So this is what I text him. After 4 minutes, I said, hey, you out the bathroom? You've been in there for a while. You okay? The waiter keeps coming back and forth to the table. He's talking about, give me a minute. Like I said, he went to the bathroom when we were done eating, so... The waiters, they were kind of like paying attention to us and stuff like that. So once they seen he was going, they kind of, you know how like when a waiter is just like making sure ain't nothing suspicious going on. So they started walking like back and forth, acting like they were like cleaning up stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, he's going to come back. So 6 minutes go by and I said, bro, where are you? Hello? I know you did not just leave me. This bill is almost $1,000. I don't have shit on me. And he's talking about finding your way back to Michigan, shawty. So I'm going to just address some shit too. First of all, I didn't come to Florida with no money. I had money. What had happened was I had 2 purses. One purse I grabbed and I just brought my credit card. I didn't think to bring my debit card, which is majority of my money. And my credit card has a certain limit, right? But yeah, keep that in mind. So this is when the bill comes. And this is when I said that he made a video showing this. So at that point, I didn't know what to do. Like, I'm freaking out, panicking, because it's just like, damn, you gonna leave me with the bill and then on top of the bill, your portion too. Like, y'all keep saying, well, you should have never got caviar. He made it seem like I was okay to get anything. Y'all making it seem like this is just a stranger. No, I've been knowing this guy for about almost 5 years. You get what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, okay, cool. Like, we know each other on a level where I'm okay to order some caviar. And I do like caviar. First of all, y'all making it seem like I don't order caviar. I guess I do order caviar. And then y'all expect me to know that he left me because he's seen some text messages. I'm finding out just like y'all. I'm thinking, damn, was it really the caviar for real? I thought we was in Miami trying to turn it up another notch, but I guess not. Let's make this clear. Mikey was talking to other females too. You think I'm really finna be loyal, or we finna be loyal to each other and we have not even seen each other? We both knew that we were dating other people. So let's get that correct. I responded dry. I said, LO, I'll be home soon. And I'm thinking we having such a good vibe and we connecting to a certain point that I'm like, okay, when I get home, I'm gonna tell this guy I don't want to be with him. I don't want to talk to him. I think I really want to take Mikey serious, because that was the whole plan of me even coming to Florida, just to see if we wanted to, you know, go further. I didn't lie about meeting his homeboys. I didn't lie about none of that. He was playing around and calling me his wife and future wife. The nigga's lying. Lies, like he said in the videos. Lies. No, you're a liar. And then I was talking about I was basically trying to use him for his money. In the beginning of the video, I've literally told y'all how much I liked him, thought he was my soulmate. The nigga had money. So I didn't think that caviar would be anything that would make him stop talking to me. And the caviar wasn't even a fucking problem, apparently. We didn't do a round trip because I'm like, okay, well, if I like it here, I'm gonna just stay an extra day. We can just get the plane ticket the day of. You get what I'm saying? And then I didn't even want to tell him my debit card was with my clothes because I don't know what the fuck this nigga gonna do now. He might just do something grimy. So I'm not even trying to tell him I got the money. It's just I can't get it. Because I don't even know the exact address because he's been driving us around. I never really, like, paid attention. I should have. I'm not going to lie. I should have. So basically, I called him multiple times. I'm panicking. They looking at me crazy like, oh, I think he left. You know, like, you need to come out that money. Come out the coins. So I had to call my parents. I had to call my sisters. And they gave me enough money to, you know, pay the stuff. And, y'all, I had on a dress and heels. So I literally had to go to the fucking airport with nothing and a dress and some damn heels, looking crazy. And y'all are not girls at all. Like, I cannot believe this shit. What does Share 7 even teach y'all? I don't get how y'all be, oh, Share 7, then being pick-me's. Like, the story not even how y'all really think it went. So, be for real. And honestly, if he wanted to take me to the damn Cheesecake Factory, I would have been fine with that. I would have been most definitely fine with that. He took me fine dining, and that's what the fuck I did. Fine dined. And it's not like I was broke. I could have paid for it. But the nigga left me stranded with nothing. He could at least brought my clothes or something to the restaurant. I could have took the debit card out of my purse. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, don't do that. Anyways, this is the last part. I'm not even making a part 3, but there y'all go. Mwah.
So now that you saw the clips, let's really talk about it because the situation is just layers and layers of delusion. First of all, the man told her, order whatever you want. And she took that and ran with it. Like he was some damn CEO. Like, girl, you can look at him and tell he doesn't have it like that. I mean, I guess she's young, but come on now. You didn't see the red flags like his shoes, his clothes, the way he talks. He looks like he has $40 in his pocket and a few overdraft fees. Men lie about having money all the time because they know women want resources. And desperate women will fall for anything that sounds good. You can't be out here letting men give you verbal credit limits with no proof of funds. He said order whatever, and you didn't even pause to ask yourself if he could afford it. You just started swiping through the menu like you were at Nobu on a sugar baby date. That is so weird to me. And I think in one of her videos, she said that she had a credit card, but like your credit card couldn't cover the tab. So you mean you have a credit card with $1,000 limit or your credit card is maxed out? She said she had to call people to cover her restaurant bill. And I'm not trying to shame her, I promise, but I just don't understand who goes on a dinner date with someone you have never met in person and orders $600 caviar, even if you are used to eating caviar, and then you can't even pay the bill yourself. Like, that is so strange to me. Okay, and second, who flies across the country with no return ticket? Who does that? Who goes to a whole new state with no hotel room and no backup money? What are you doing? I don't care how long you guys have been FaceTiming. Until you meet someone in real life and you know they're reliable, you never travel without your own money, your own hotel room, and your own way home. Especially for a man. Who does that? You've never even seen this man in person. I feel like that is basic safety, basic common sense. But yet here we are. I just feel like this situation is incredibly embarrassing. Like, you're in Miami, you're broke, you're with a man who's broke, and now you're asking for help because you thought you were about to live the soft life off of some internet crush. Like, you definitely got finessed. You got played. He played you. Everybody lost except him. Black women, I say this with love, but I am begging you, stop letting your thirst make you this gullible. Who flies out for a broke man? Stop thinking he said order whatever. That's not a financial plan. Stop going out with no money of your own thinking you're about to be somebody's princess. Because what really happened is she got humbled. He couldn't pay, she couldn't pay, and now people are dragging her. And again, don't try to bring up Shera 7. Like she would ever tell you to play yourself like this. She said old and ugly, not young and dusty. There is a major difference. Shira never said lower your standards for a FaceTime relationship. She never said take a one-way trip to a broke man's apartment. She said get spoiled by men who have the money to spoil you. Stop bringing up Shira. It's so embarrassing. This whole story just proves how far some black women will go just to say a man likes you. It doesn't matter if he's broke. It doesn't matter if she's broke. It doesn't matter if the whole thing is reckless and humiliating. As long as they can say, I got flued out, then these girls think they won. But what'd she really get? She got stranded. She had to pay $1,000 bill at a restaurant. She got embarrassed publicly. She had to beg people to cover a bill she shouldn't have created in the first place. Black women, please understand that you deserve better, but first you have to stop volunteering for struggle. Stop confusing delusion with luxury. Stop confusing attention with value, and stop blaming everyone else when you walk into a mess that was preventable from the start. Black women, if you keep moving like this, the world will keep laughing at you. These men already know you'll fly out with no money, no hotel, and no plan. They already know they can tell you order whatever and you'll believe it, even when they're broke. They already know they don't have to love you, respect you, or protect you. They already know they don't have to love you, respect you, or protect you because you are so desperate to be chosen by a black man. You guys do all of the chasing for them. Don't you think it's maybe time to wake up? Stop thinking being feminine means being financially dumb. Stop thinking soft life means having no survival skills. You can be feminine and still be smart. You can be gentle and still be prepared. You can want love without selling your dignity to get it. And for the broke men watching this who love to bait desperate women and then turn around and clown them, you're just as pathetic. He knew he couldn't afford that meal. He knew he wasn't the right guy. But he still invited her out. That black man is not any sort of prize. He is a scammer. You knew you couldn't afford the meal. You knew you weren't that guy and you still invited her out. You allowed her to humiliate herself. And you sat there with no shame. You're not a prize, you're a scammer. A dusty, soft-spoken scammer who's good at one thing: manipulating women with low standards. Black women, you have to raise your standards. Because if you don't, you'll keep ending up in new cities with no money, no way home, and no one to blame but yourself. I hope you can love yourself harder, black women. I hope you like this video. Until my next one, bye. Love you so much.